Welcome to the walk around of the SCOTNET Automation DS1200P7, and this is the AC3. Quite simply put, this is our most advanced double stuffer ever, and as far as we believe, the most efficient and labour reducing netting system available in the world today. Looking forward to showing you around some of its features and letting you understand this machine in a bit more detail. As with all our double stuffers, the primary concern in the design has been to make it simple for the operators to use. So from the simple HMI giving the all green, we know the machine's ready to run, and the operator here simply would position the meat in the chamber and close the lid. While the machine is cycling, he'll be positioning the meat in the other side, and as soon as the cycle is finished, he can move the lid across and continue that process. This machine will cycle at over 1,200 joints an hour, and that's just with one person. So making it simply the most labour efficient stuffing system we've ever seen. Moving forward around the machine, so we're using 700mm netting tubes on this machine, so even more net than our standard double stuffers. The tubes come in and out of the machine, as with all the double stuffers, so as soon as you're ready to reload your next tube, you simply take the tube out of the machine, lift a preloaded one, and top the machine back up. One of the most important bits of innovation in this machine has been the invention of our motorised centralising rollers. These ensure that whatever the size of the joint of meat is, it's always kept exactly central in the tube as the meat exits. This ensures the netting goes on square and it's not under any longitudinal tension. And what that does is when you cut the joint into a retail size finished product, then you get a vast reduction in what's commonly known as springback, or the netting coming away from the end of the joints. Both side doors on the outfeed part of the machine easily open within a track and locate in a simple system at the top. This gives absolutely full access to this entire conveyorized section, to the blade for blade changes, and to sort out any issues that have happened as the meat exits the machine. And as with all the machines in our range, you can take them apart for cleaning without any tools. So this machine is designed so that when the compressed air is disconnected or an emergency stop is pressed or a guard is opened, the tension is released from the belt and the belts can come straight off the machine. And equally, to put them back on, they're refitted, and when you reconnect the compressed air and make the machine safe, it automatically tensions the belt, ready for use. To remove the lower outfeed belt, again, no tools are required. This plate is simply removed, the flip up end is brought up, and the belt is then ready to come straight out of the machine. For cleaning, or to change the tube and chamber size, you simply open the front lid, slide the tube out, and when you open the side chamber door, this gives you full access to the chamber area. The pistons are removed, and the entire chamber comes out, leaving the full bed available for cleaning. To fit a different size, this will be available in one of our racks for you, and you simply position this back in the machine, reattach your piston, and close the door. And then by putting the netting tube back in position, that's the machine ready for operation again. As on the other machines in the SCOTNET Automation range, we have a familiar HMI. With this machine, there's a few extra settings because there's a few more things going on. But we start with the safety page. When we're all green, we know the machine is ready to go and all guards are in place. Each individual guard can be opened and we can see exactly what has gone red on the HMI and therefore which guard is out of place. On closing the guards, when everything's in place, we get back to the all green view again. We then have our status page. This helps us flow through the sequence of the machine, which really helps with any troubleshooting as you get to understand what the machine's doing and where it's trying to go to next. Our alarms page shows all recent things that have caused the safety circuit to fail. So again, that helps the engineers, if they come to see what's happening with the machine, to be able to understand really what has been going on there. Counters page show the total number of cycles the machine's done since it was new, and also the number of cycles since the reset button has been pressed. That would let you, for example, say if you wanted to do 1,000 joints, you can reset the counter and see exactly when 1,000 cycles have been done. The total cycles let us help with your ongoing servicing requirements. And then our settings page, we have our familiar options of the automatic piston hold, water injection and conveyor run-on. But then as we get into more detail, we can adjust the conveyor speeds and the stretch. So that's the difference between the outfeed belts and the outfeed rollers to let us really tailor the machine to your specific requirements. The electrical cabinets are located on the right-hand side of the machine. As with the rest of the range, these have been designed for ease of maintenance and total peace of mind. All of the inputs and outputs are connected to these waterproof enclosures with simple screw-in connectors. They're all labelled clearly, and so is the enclosure. So if the worst came to the worst and something went wrong in here, we can send you this entire panel and it can be simply replaced without any complicated engineering or electrical skills. We have an additional cabinet in the automatic cutting machine which holds the inverters that control the different motors. But the principle of how it's connected and how it's connected is the same as the other side of the machine. The outfeed section on the left-hand side of the machine opens just like the right, with a simple lift and latch into place. This lets us see the adjustment for the height of the top conveyor, so we can, by moving this handle, we can adjust the entire top conveyor section. And that lifts that or lowers it depending on the size of the finished product. This is an adjustment that tends to be made only once during the setup, unless your product varies a lot in size. We can also adjust the height of the entire lower bed. That's done with the handle here, and again by turning that we can lower the entire conveyor section down or raise it up to get that outfeed section meeting up with the middle line of the center line of the tubes. To alter the tension on the outfeed rollers, we can change the gas dampers here to be different strengths, and we use a very innovative sensor here to detect where the back of the meat joint is, and that lets us achieve that very short tail that is becoming famous with this machine. The pneumatics on the AC machines are held on the left-hand side in these cabinets. This time though, we have 3 of the Festo CPX valves, 2 that run the cylinders, the pushing cylinders, and 1 that runs the knife and the roller tensions. All the connections are the same, with nice simple screw-in connectors which have got clearly labelled numbers and letters to identify exactly what's going where, making the maintenance very, very easy.